2025 was a year of actually pretty good makeup, solid makeup releases. It wasn't a year that I could get a lot for my makeup category. You guys know, if you've watched my channel a lot, I do a series called Makeup, you know, like so-so makeup. You know, there wasn't a lot of so-so makeup. It was all, I would give the makeup in 2025 like a B grade. It was good. Not a lot of it was really memorable one way or the other. So for today's video, I've taken what I hope is a unique approach. I want to do makeup or beauty in 2025 that surprised me, for better or for worse. So products that I didn't think I would love or hate, but did. I'm not saying this is best and worst. I'm just saying products that I was more either drawn to or repulsed by in one way or the other more than I thought it would be. So we're going to take a look at that today with me, Rebecca. I'm a fashion and beauty editor. I've worked for more than, well, over 20 years, 25 years really, in the field of fashion and beauty as a writer, as a journalist, as an editor, doing interviews, following people around, writing about them, writing for them, all of that stuff. And that's what gave me the idea to start Not Fit for Print Beauty, because I'm not in print anymore, here on YouTube, a little digital beauty magazine every day or so. All right, so let's dive in. I have less products than I thought I would, okay? And remember, you guys are welcome to weigh in comments. I'd love to interact with my community. Please weigh in with, this isn't favorites and least favorites. This is most surprising. I either liked them more than I thought I would or less, okay? So products that have stuck with me in one way or another. And I have kind of a few different categories, and these were all released in 2025. The first, interestingly enough, is we're going to go back towards the beginning of 2025. And I just liked this. It just stayed with me. This is from Urban Decay. This is the Face Bond Highlighter from Urban Decay. It's a little bit glittery. I showed you this when I did the video. It's a tad bit glittery. They also have a foundation, which I like very much, but, you know, this one just stood out to me. It's just kind of pretty. It's a little glittery, but not ridiculous. It's like grown-up glitter. I don't know. I really like it. Not a lot of people talk about this, and since I put it on, I just love it. When you wear it, it's not too, it's just kind of like a little bit of a shine, and it has a little bit of flecks of glitter when they catch the sun. I just think it's a stellar product. I think most of the products up here, not everybody is talking about. And I just really like that one. That's towards the beginning of the year. Let's talk about some eye products that surprised me one way or another. Danessa Myricks goes with this too, though I didn't bring hers out. Tower 28. Same technology. These kind of cooling eye sticks were really lovely. The shades were super pretty for one and done. This is a Tower 28 version, but Danessa Myricks has one too. Really pretty, and they have this kind of instant cooling sensation, which all of us who are stressed, who me, need. It's just nice. They feel really nice and crisp and cool on the eye, and they were all pretty. Like I said, Danessa Myricks has them too. I just didn't bring hers out here. Really nice. Here's an eye look, and I'm going to give this more for the packaging that surprised me. Dolce&Gabbana surprised me we're going to talk about eyes, but it surprised me all year. It's one of my favorite brands this year, including this little humble, I'm going to get to the packaging and the eye in a minute, but this little humble painted up. These were like these liquids for all over the face. It's like a little squeezy out liquid, and they could be eyes, they could be lips, they could be cheeks, and generally with these kind of products, it's like, you know, jack of all trades, master of none. But the liquids were so smooth and so pretty, and they just worked wherever you use them on the face. And just, obviously I made a mess there. You'll have to kind of trust me. I did do a video reviewing them. They were just amazing. But I also think that Dolce&Gabbana wins for packaging this year. This eyeshadow, I mean, this is so pretty. You know, it verges on like, oh, are they going to take it too far? Because sometimes Dolce&Gabbana and Versace, you know, they can take it a little too far. It becomes gaudy. But this is really pretty and fun. The heart shape, everything Dolce&Gabbana did, I really liked this year. And the eyeshadow inside here was lovely too. But I really wanted to talk about it for packaging and just talk about the brand overall this year. Dolce&Gabbana, I know I've made a mess on my hand here, but they continue to surprise me with their releases. Check out that Painted Up release too. It's really nice. Really, really nice. Continuing on eyes, I am always so bored by matte eyeshadow palettes. I guess I'm a girl of the 2000s in a way. I like a little bit of shimmer. And I know you can use a matte eyeshadow palette and just add shimmer, but I'll tell you, this one I do think is one to write home about. I think the Patrick Ta came in, you know, 2 different versions. I think that is a great matte eyeshadow palette. I think that the formula is just creamy enough, just deep enough, just dark enough. I think it actually came in, did it actually come in 3? Came in 3 versions, right? Light, medium, dark. This is the medium. It's just beautiful. This is like everything you need a matte, neutral eyeshadow palette to look like. And I just loved it. I don't know. I think it's one of his greatest successes for Patrick Ta. I loved it. Surprised me because I'm generally bored by these. Do you know what else surprised me for eye looks? This is the Bobbi Brown. Bobbi Brown had her holiday palette. Not her, because it's not Bobbi Brown anymore, but the brand had their holiday palette. And it was not the Made in Italy one, but the formula is lovely. And I was just really, really surprised by how pretty it is and how subtle and how easy it is to work with. So I reviewed all these products we're talking about. I reviewed, and I'm going to put them where I can. I'm going to put them up here in YouTube shopping, and also down below in the description bar in case you want to check it out, or you know, like with the Patrick Ta, you want to see the light and the dark, deep, and all that. This was really a surprise because I didn't expect much out of a Bobbi Brown palette not made in Italy, you know, and I was really blown away. It's just really pretty and really usable. And again, the name of this video isn't best and worst of 2025. It's biggest beauty surprises of 2025. And that surprised me. Let's get into some lip looks. There's 2 lips that really surprised me this year. Victoria Beckham Beauty had like a trio of lip liners that I liked, but this year, quietly, was kind of the year of the lip liner, and there were 2 that I was especially taken with. The MPH liner that everybody raved about, I mean, I thought it was okay, but I'll tell you, it was the year of the liner. These were my favorites. I think Westman Atelier did an amazing lip liner. It's beautiful. New in 2025, and I still like and am ever committed to the blending kind of dual one from Charlotte Tilbury, where you use like, you know, you kind of contour the lips with it. We had a lot of innovative lip liners, but I thought these 2 were the best this year, and they surprised me because it's just a lip liner. Like, kind of who cares? And I suppose I could put the MPH in there that surprisingly didn't care about. But, you know, it's not one way or another. But I'm still going back to always find the Westman Atelier and the Charlotte Tilbury dual-ended one. Some people told me that the Charlotte Tilbury one broke in half on them. Mine didn't, though. So that was not my experience. But I would go back to purposely find these. And it's just a lip liner. So that surprised me. That's why it fits into this category. In terms of lip products, so I will give something to MPH, and that is the Lip Ciggy. I ordered another color. This is the this is one. I'm wearing it right now. I love just putting it on and kind of taking my ring finger and like blotting it in. I find that I wear this with all the time. So I got the brighter red too. I'm wearing it now also. I just think it's really easy to wear. I will say that in my comment section when I reviewed this, there was a lot of people very upset about the name. They don't like Ciggy, the reference to cigarette. You know, a lot of people who've had experiences with smoking, negative experiences, obviously. People do not like the name. But I like the product. So we'll call it the lip thingy. Maybe people won't be as upset. But I literally am looking for this all the time. And it's always in one various purse or on some table where I've just used it. So I ordered another shade. That was one of my biggest surprises because it's just kind of a colored lip balm. But of all of them in 2025, and there's been massive amounts, that's the one I keep reaching for. And I've talked about this one before. This one gets it for packaging and product. Tom Ford had the effing fabulous. I should just say the word, but for some reason I'm a big chicken. Effing, but it's not effing, you know, fabulous. I love the leather casing. I've talked about this already, guys. Love the fact that it looks like I've overly used it. No, this just really is this pointy. Love the shades. Love it's leather. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. Applies beautifully. Everyone loves this product. I haven't found anyone who doesn't like it. I'm sure the price, but you know. A great, great, great product that really surprised me. Moving right along at breathtaking speed, let's talk about some Complexion products. Hey, let's give little LYS. They have their concealer that was new just a month or so ago. Great little product. Comes with a sponge. Sponge comes off so you can clean it. You just twist it up and the sponge puts it in and blends. And I don't know, there's a lot of concealers released. But I think LYS deserves some credit for this one. This is a good product from them. Other Complexion that surprised me one way or the other, this is going back to the beginning of 2025. This Milk Hydro is a darn good product. I know Milk doesn't get a lot of love for some reason. I don't know why, but lately everyone's like, oh yeah, I remember Milk. I'm telling you, this is a really good product. You know, this and like Urban Decay, they don't always get a lot of love, but they did have some really good releases. And this Hydro kind of skin tint from Milk is lovely. The other two products that I loved for the face, and this was very recent, Outside In. This is the maker of, I've done a lot with this product. This is from the lady who invented, started, founded Hourglass. This is her latest project. Really cute little capsule release. Comes with a face oil that I'm afraid of, but the Outside In the skin tint, the foundation is lovely. I've said that a lot, though. I've said that a lot. And then I am alone in this. This is a table of one. I am literally the only one I've ever heard say this. I loved, and maybe it's because the shade just works on me, the new Makeup by Mario foundation that was just released a few months ago. And I've been raving about it, and everyone's like, oh yeah, okay. I'm like, what? It's really good. And everyone's like, yeah, it's good. Is it just me? Help me out in comments. Is it just me? Did you like this too? Maybe it's just, you know, when you can get the shade really right and you're just like feeling yourself because the foundation shade is right. Maybe I just got the shade spot on. I love this foundation. I'll tell you what I hated. Okay, get ready. Get your Rotten Tomatoes ready to throw at the screen because you will be throwing them. You'll be launching them. I don't like the Victoria Beckham Beauty skin tint. This is one that surprised me in the opposite way. I am a Victoria Beckham Beauty stan. This is known. I own the shirt that says Posh is back. I paid for it. It wasn't free. I'm a big old nerd for Victoria Beckham Beauty. Hated this. It feels like a big greasy thing. Probably because Augustinus Bader, though I don't say anything Bader about him, it's too heavy. His skin stuff is too heavy for me. So this was too heavy and greasy. And literally, I have been told by people, no, you love it. You just haven't realized it yet, Rebecca. No, I don't like this product. First, I got the two wrong shades. The brand was super sweet about sending me the right shade. The brand is fantastic. I haven't stopped my love for them. I just don't like this product. I think I feel like a grease ball in it. That surprised me in the wrong way. She also had some products that surprised me in the wrong way, too. So I used to love her eye wardrobe, you know, the little eyeshadows that blended into each other. Love them. The Silk is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes ever. Very subtle. And then she re-released them. Like, here's Bordeaux. This surprised me. I thought I would love the re-releases. And it surprised me that I hated the re-releases except for Cocoa. There's a caveat. But they were too dark. Like, just out the gate. Like, here's Bordeaux. And just out the gate, I was across the room from this eyeshadow. And it was too dark. I was like, what the? It's just like a big old smirch. I mean, yeah, I'm laying it on thick to illustrate it, but I was just like, what is that? I mean, a smoky eye is great, but this was like smoky when you weren't trying to be. But then she released Cocoa, and I was pleasantly surprised because I was so unpleasantly surprised by the other eye wardrobe releases that when Cocoa came out, I thought, oh, another one that's going to be too dark. But this one's really blendable and beautiful. The others that she released this year in this redone eyeshadow formula were too dark. They were too dark from across the room. They were too dark when they weren't even on my eyes yet. I was like, I am feeling way too smoky of an eye. But Cocoa, beautiful. So good. I also liked her little liquid. This was cool. This was cool in packaging and in product. So it was like a little dropper and you press the top so that you get the product in there, right? And then it had a little eye drop. See, that had filled up. Now you have to be careful with this a little bit because it could like kind of stain your cheek a little too much. And I have one video where I wasn't paying attention as usual. And it's a little stained on my cheek and a lot of people are watching it going, you know, it's not no stain on your cheek. Yeah, probably. But anyway, I like the packaging, like the frosted glass. So I do love me the Victoria Beckham. I loved this. I loved the Cocoa release. I'm just telling you, some of the others, including the famous, or for me, infamous skin tint. This was a product that I actually made a video about being surprised about, because this came out and I was like, there is no need for this product. Why do we have this product and why should we care? And then I tried it, and it is my favorite bronzer I have ever tried in my entire life. And you can probably guess, I've tried a lot of bronzers. And that is the Natasha Denona one. There's something about this little guy. He blends so seamlessly, so beautifully, that if I had to pick one bronzer for the rest of eternity, for the rest of my life, to be buried with, to run in for a fire, it would be this little guy. And I tried it thinking, this will be forgetful, but it belongs very much in my 2025 beauty products that surprised me the most. Okay, Make Beauty surprised the heck out of me. I'm wearing some of it on my eyes. This is a great little brand. Came out of nowhere. I was like, okay, I'll try this Make Beauty, whatever. Literally, every product I've tried from Make, some I've bought, some they've sent me, I loved. They just came out of left field. I was like, well, this is instantly a forgettable brand. Great brand. Make, About Face, I love. Make, though, surprised the heck out of me. Every product I tried by them, I went, that's amazing. Comeback Kid was definitely MAC this year. The MAC lipsticks, any of the MAC products. MAC did not make a dud this year, I don't think. They are just really coming back into their own. Not that they ever left. MAC never left the room, but now they're taking up a little more space in the room. But that makes sense. Loved MAC all year. And of course, my delight in Sweed. Not every Sweed product was a release this year, but just in general, this brand is stellar. Sweed, Make, and MAC are like my picks for best brands, although this isn't a best brand video, but their products continually surprise me. I continually return to them. It's kind of like I sometimes have to take stock, you guys, of my opinions, and I see so many beauty brands, I have to go, okay, when I am going out to go somewhere, and I want to look nice, what am I reaching for? And these are the things I'm reaching for over and over again that I just loved this year, that surprised me, that I didn't think I would necessarily love, but I ended up just going gaga for it all. So I want you to interact with me in comments. I love talking to you guys, but remember the parameters here. We got to keep our rule. Not talking best 2025 or worst. I'm talking products that you thought you wouldn't care one way or another about, and you either ended up loving or kind of hating. You know, I don't have that many hates in here. Sorry, we all love the hates, but I don't have that many hates. But there's a lot of products here that just surprise the bejeebers out of me. That's a good way to put it. So share yours. It's an assignment. Hey, you know, right now I haven't started tallying. I'm starting to look at those Google Sheets. We're I think over 1,000 entries, but we need yours. Your entry counts. I have the Best of Beauty Community Awards. I do it every year. This is like the sixth year running, 5th or 6th year running. There's a Google form. Easy. You don't have to answer every question. I don't care if you skip some. I really don't. But I'll put the link down in the description bar. Get in there because you have until December 25th at midnight Pacific Standard Time to get in your responses before I start tallying them. Google kind of tallies it for me, but I got to go in a little bit and do that. And then I'll reveal those in the last week of December. But also just down below, tell me what surprised you the most. This was a really fun video for me to make. I will have, where I can, everything up here on YouTube Shopping down below in the description bar for you to check out. Also, come check me out over on Instagram, Threads, or on Facebook, TikTok, of course. I have a membership right here on YouTube. And I would love, love, love for you to join me over there. So come on over there. And we have a lot of fun. We have lives every Friday and stuff. Okay? And then meet me in the comments and I'll see you all in the next video. Everyone getting ready for New Year's. New Year's Eve is my birthday. It is.